Hello and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your host and your resident lesbian big sister, Juliet Taylor, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions, give advice on your dilemmas, and of course, chat about your wildest lesbian dating stories. So grab a drink, get comfy, and welcome into the Lesbian Lounge. Hey besties, welcome back to the Lesbian Lounge. I'm very on brand today. We're in a pink and red tracksuit. We've got pink and red shoes on. I've got the cherry earrings in. We are very the Lesbian Lounge today. We are giving TLL, is that right? Yeah, the Lesbian Lounge, TLL vibes. Pink, red, cherries, lesbianness, all the things we love the most in this world. How are we all doing this lovely Thursday? I'm very good. Currently, as you're listening to this episode, I am recording an episode with a really exciting guest, which will be coming out to your ears next week. And then tomorrow I have another exciting interview. So some very exciting things happening behind the scenes at the Lesbian Lounge. So make sure you keep following along, keep listening, keep your eyes on the WhatsApp chat on the Instagram broadcast channel for updates and exciting sneaky previews. Before I even give you guys any updates, I'm coming to you with a beg. Please, could you all do me a huge favour and go to the description of this episode or go to our Instagram or TikTok at the lesbianlounge.podcast and send us some dilemmas. Please. Literally nothing's off limits, nothing's too juicy, nothing's not juicy enough. Everything is anonymous. I have no idea who it's coming from. You could send something that happened to you 3 years ago, something that you're going through now, bitch or moan about one of your friends or your girlfriend. We're not going to know who it's about. It's all anonymous. It could be like a crazy ex situation, a wild first date, a hookup that went wrong, literally anything. If you don't have a dilemma, maybe you have a question, or maybe you just have a story that you want to share. It doesn't necessarily have to be something you want advice on. You might just have a story that you want to get off your chest, a funny story, something that you want to share with the listeners of the Lesbian Lounge. And I'd be honoured if you would send it to me and let me read it out on the podcast. And whilst you are over listening to the podcast, whilst you're over sending your things over to the podcast with the little link that you will click on, there will also be a link to take you to our Survey Monkey where you can answer our questions of the week. Normally these are so popular, but this time round they haven't been super popular. So please go and give them an answer. Let me know your thoughts on any of the questions. You don't have to answer them all if you just want to do a couple, but fuck it, answer them all. Again, it's all anonymous. I don't know who it's coming from. So send me over your answers. Let me know. I think one of them's like, weirdest thing someone said to you in bed, wildest nickname you've been given. Like, come, tell me the gossip, spill the drama, give me the tea, and let me share it for all you lovely listeners on the Lesbian Lounge podcast. So, updates. We had our engagement party. It was honestly just unreal, like one of the best days of my life. So, started off in the morning. Lucy and I went for a Love Lily's. If you know me, you know I love Lily's. Love Lily's breakfast, out of this world, unbelievable, favourite breakfast in this world. So we had that, and then Lucy and her mum went to pick up the cake and they dropped me off at my hair and makeup appointment. So I just got to get pampered all day. It was lush, got my hair and makeup done. Then Lucy picked me back up. It was time to go home, get our dresses on. Well, my dress on, Lucy's suit on. Then it was pretty much time to head straight over to the bar. We just did the party at Lucy's bar, the Raven one. It's free hire. We don't have to pay for it. It's saved us, I don't know how much a venue would have cost, but it saved us a lot of money on not having to hire a venue. And two, all our friends and family loved the bar. So we would have happily paid to rent a venue, but it's like when all of our friends and family know and love the bar, we know the drinks are good, we know it there, we love the vibes, it just made sense to have the party at the Raven. So of course that is where we had it. So we had some balloons, so we put balloons on the top of the bar. We had a little welcome sign outside. We actually had this the bar had this really cool thing delivered, which we kind of used for our party. So they've now got a Guinness printer. So you can print a picture or a logo or anything onto your Guinness. It's fucking like insane. It's so cool. And Lucy's dad made us like a little, I'm doing a circle because obviously it's the top of a Guinness, and it was like L Love J engagement party and the date of it, which was so cute. Obsessed. I didn't get any pictures of it though, because obviously I don't drink Guinness, so other people were getting it, but it was so hard to like sit down and speak with everyone who was there. Obviously I spoke to everyone, but it's hard to like sit down and actually like have a full-on conversation because there's so many people there, family, friends that I haven't seen for a while, so I'm trying to catch up with everyone. Then somebody else walks in or somebody comes over, and it was just so overwhelming. So I hardly saw a lot of the people that were there, let alone the top of a Guinness pint, but it was really cool. We had like personalised sunglasses that said Mrs. Barker's to be. What else did we have? Well, the cutest thing, there was a rainbow outside at some point, and Lucy's brother literally came running in the bar to tell us that I just started to tell us that there was a rainbow outside, which I thought was really cute of him. So we had the rainbow outside. Honestly, it was just such a lush evening. And like I said, it was so nice to catch up with family and friends that I haven't seen for a while. And now I'm just getting excited to plan a wedding. Like, I was always excited to plan a wedding, but now I'm like, oh shit, like I am excited to plan a wedding because I can now, like, I've seen people that I haven't seen in years, and it just made me so excited to get married and like have that experience with all them people and friends and family that were there, and meet so many of Lucy's family that I never met before. Lucy got to meet some of my friends and family that she never met before, and all in all, it was just a lush evening. Had the best time. And then the next day we were driving down to Liverpool for my pageant. Now, I mean, Lucy didn't have to come, but I was like, listen, if I'm waking up early to drive down to Liverpool, it's only fair that I drag you to Liverpool with me. So we drove down to Liverpool and back in the day. So by the time we got back, we were so tired. Now, you would probably imagine, looking at me and Lucy, who's going to be the better driver? Lucy, obviously. But I'd said, because I knew Lucy would be having a drink or more drink than me at the party, I was like, I'll drive us there in the morning, you drive us back in the evening from Liverpool. So I drive me and Lucy to Liverpool. We're then done in Liverpool. Obviously, Lucy jumps in the car to start driving. This girl goes like non-verbal, and she's just like, I can't drive, I'm so tired. So I'm like, okay, like pull in at the next services. She's like, you just need to do half an hour. Half an hour in, I've got the best picture of Lucy. She is like this, not at the wheel, in the passenger seat. Like head fully tilted back, mouth wide open, catching all the flies in the world. And I was like, okay, I'm doing the rest of the drive home. So I was like, okay, well, if you're asleep, I'm putting my podcasts on. So I just had a lovely little drive back, listening to my podcasts whilst Lucy caught flies. But we made it back safely, which is the most important thing. Speaking of who like knows each other best, who we think is the better driver, my mum actually organised such a fun game at the engagement party, and it was a game of who knows who better. So for example, who's the better driver, Jules or Lucy? Who's the better cook, Jules or Lucy? A lot of the answers were very shady towards me, mother, and made Lucy look great. Like, who's better at doing this, Lucy? Who's the worst at doing this? Jules. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to insert that clip for you all to watch right now.
But it is just to make sure that Juliet and Lucy do know each other, because they've only been together for just over a year. So the mums just need to make sure that they actually do know each other. So we're going to ask them a series of questions. And I was going to have you back to back holding up a shoe, but you could just like raise your hand up. Now everyone can play along. If you think the answer to the question is Juliet, you have to hold up your right hand, which will make the shape of a J. And if you think the answer is Lucy, hold up your left hand, which will make the shape of a L.
That's very clever. It's pretty good. Right.
After every question, we will see if Lucy and Juliet agree with the answer, and you can just point to each other, or point to yourself, and Sarah will decide who is giving the correct answer. So if you keep an eye on your points, there is still a few sweeties in here left. If you are the winner, you will get a sweet.
Ooh, very good. Lucy.
I didn't see anything. I'm not that good at reading.
It's alright then.
Are we ready? Question 1. I don't think you need to read the list. Okay. Who is the best cook?
Lucy. By country mile.
I'm the best cook.
What's that one? L.
Did anyone vote for Julia?
No.
You're all right. Who takes longer to get ready? Everyone vote for Julia? Yeah. Okay. Who is the better driver?
She took the bumper off her car by driving into a bollard.
Yes. Who is most likely to get distracted halfway through a task?
Jules.
Yes. I don't even need to go to the Empire for half of these. Who is more likely to embarrass the other in public?
There we go.
Who would survive a zombie apocalypse?
These are very short.
Right. Who's more likely to book a surprise weekend away? It's going up to Sarah. You decide, Sarah? I think Lucy. Who's more likely to have hidden snacks somewhere?
Jules by country mile.
No, they're not. They're not.
Yes.
Who's more likely to say just one more drink and end up getting trolley? Who's more likely to forget where they parked the car?
You know what? You're wrong. I did that at the Metro Centre the other day, though.
Who pointed at?
I'm Google me as well.
Who has more shoes?
You guys, you're all gonna think it's me. She has a lot of trainers. For my trainers that are ready. You have to count them. I'm gonna back myself.
I think it's you.
Right, that's the first one. Oh, we'll go with Sarah.
Sarah's seen the downstairs. It's awful. It's my trainers.
Right. Who would be better bargaining with customer services? Right. This is a hard one. Who's more likely to bring home a rescue animal? How many jabs on that one?
No.
I'll tell you who. We went on a walk the other day. I did have a frog.
Okay. Who's best at keeping secrets?
It's not Jules.
Sure. Who's best at keeping secrets? Who's best at stacking the dishwasher? Who's more likely to get arrested?
I think it's Jules.
It's me.
Who's more likely to start the drama? Who was the naughtiest at school?
Juliet's never had a detention.
I don't think that's true. Lucy, I don't think that's true.
She said it. Didn't I never have detention at school? I was a goody two-shoes.
Who's the most likely to get lost whilst driving?
She got lost the other day on the way to Dalton Park. She ended up in Doxford Park.
This one's a hard one. Who looks at themselves in the mirror the most?
No, that's really hard.
Who's more likely to misplace their car keys? Juliet, we had that one.
Misplace what?
Misplace their car keys.
Oh, that's a bit tricky. Not me.
Juliet, you lost. You see, I would have said it.
You do lose the opposite.
Okay. Whose choice was the chocolate fountain? Juliet.
Great choice, by the way.
And please help yourselves after the quiz. 3 more questions to the chocolate fountain. Now I don't know the answer to this one. Who has broken the most bones in their body?
She's done 2. No, have you not done more?
Okay. Who would win at an arm wrestle?
Lucy.
Who would win at an arm wrestle? Lucy.
You.
Me? I want Lucy in an arm wrestle. And the last question, this is the third one. Who loves each other more on the bar?
Everybody's hands are like this.
And that is the end of the quiz. If you think you are right, happy
Hope you all enjoyed watching me get roasted in front of family and friends and Lucy not getting roasted. But I genuinely will stand on this hill. She is more likely to lose her car keys than me. 100%. This girl, this morning, she couldn't find her car keys. So I had to leave her a key so she could get back into the house because she couldn't find her damn car keys with her house keys on them either. So that's not good. Whereas I normally always know where I keep mine. And we're still torn on who has the most shoes. I think Lucy's job today, she's going to sort out our shoe cupboard. We've had our wardrobes fitted today. It's so exciting. But I think Lucy's going to have a little go or a crack on with the understairs cupboard because it's overwhelming and stressful. But it'll be very interesting to see who actually has more shoes because obviously I have a lot of pageant heels, trainers. That's it really. Lucy has a lot of trainers. So I'm excited to see who actually has more pairs of shoes. But yeah, I think that is all of my updates for you guys this week. So without further ado, let's jump straight on into this week's episode. So this week's question of the week is, which teacher did you have a crush on at school? I feel like everyone kind of had that one teacher at school, even if it wasn't necessarily a crush, we all had that teacher that we were like severely bonded with. Like mine was my English teacher. Shout out Miss Cara Jenny. I love that woman. I used to have lunch with her because I just didn't really have friends, didn't have people to sit with. And she was like just a good teacher, a good egg. So I'm intrigued to know who you guys had a crush on when you were at school. Okay, English teacher, 100%. PE teacher, typical. I feel like PE teachers, there just has to be one lesbian PE teacher. We had 2 female PE teachers in high school. In middle school, I had 2 male PE teachers. There wasn't a female one, but 2 female ones in high school. Like the girls had female teachers and the boys had male teachers. But definitely one of them, Miss Tilly, shout out, was 100% a lesbian. Like if she is not a lesbian, I will eat my hat that I got from Roche. Like, she had to have been a lesbian. I will die on that hill. Chemistry. Oh, okay. This is just bringing up school memories. I think all my science teachers were men, but at one point I had like a replacement science teacher who was so nice, and I just remember everyone figured out that at one point she was on Geordie Shore, like not one of like the people on Geordie Shore. Like, she used to work in a bar that was like, Geordie Shore got filmed at one episode and someone like gave her a number, it's their number from Geordie Shore, and then she left. I don't know if it's because she was on Geordie Shore or maybe she just wasn't meant to be there for long. Yeah, chemistry teacher, I like that. My science teacher, my biology teacher. Okay, the science teachers, we got some chemistry going with them. Biology teacher. My dance teacher / head of year took me a long time to realise why I liked her so much. Wow, we were doing dance at school. I'm jealous. My school did not do that. English, of course. My French teacher, she looked like Alex Voss. Okay, I like that. And I feel like French is quite like a romantic accent, so maybe that's why you were drawn to her. My English teacher. My Polish teacher. I don't know what school you're going at to learn Polish. Geography teacher. She kept saying that she wanted to adopt me. Okay, so it was very like, maybe you had a bit of mommy issues going on. She said, oh, I would love to adopt you. And you're like, yes, please take me in your arms. My history teacher. Okay. I feel like my history teacher was like a big fat man. Definitely didn't have a crush on him. My English teacher, and then my photography teacher. Okay. My Spanish teacher. My German teacher. My music teacher, she was beautiful. My English teacher. Okay, English teachers are taking home the bacon today. Like, they are the winners. My piano teacher, I fell in love for real. We had a thing and now we're just very good friends. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm going to really hope that there wasn't a big age gap and maybe you were like 19 and she was 21 teaching you the piano. Fingers crossed. Lithuanian, now chemistry. Okay, let's do a few more. My geography teacher, my biology teacher, my English teacher. English teachers are always hot. My PE teacher. We've had less PE teachers than I thought. Is it because to us PE teachers were so like, even if they're not lesbian, I feel like every PE teacher gets accused of being a lesbian. So is it because they were like, so like obviously a lesbian in our brains, we chose like English, chemistry, biology, whoever to have a crush on? My middle school biology teacher, my first head teacher. Okay. My I don't even know how to say this class. Philosophy, there we go. My philosophy teacher, my Spanish teacher, and my French teacher. Okay, there we go. Shout out all the teachers out there with people crushing over them. There we go. English teachers, biology teachers, chemistry teachers. You are the most sought after, right? Okay, keeping on the theme of school, let's jump into our first dilemma. Back when I was at school, I was with a girl that used to get angry all the time. She got so mad because a female teacher had asked to speak with me after class. Okay, so she's giving controlling. She started to throw things at me and this said teacher during our talk and then proceeded to lay on the floor and cry, begging for me to switch to the male teacher's class. What? So she is so like protective of you and jealous of you that you can't even stand, whatever. You can't even have a conversation with one of your female teachers. She's like, no, you need to be in a class with a man. I need a man teaching you because then I'm not going to be worried and be stressed. That's wild. Crazy. Wow. Moving on. I have a story for you. Bearing in mind, I was 17 when this happened. I'm now 19. I was long distance dating this girl for 6 months. We met on a friend's holiday as my best friend is friends with her best friend, but we had never met before. Okay, my brain's already lost. We met on a friend's holiday because your best friend was friends with her best friend, but you had never met. I think I'm following. So we go away for 5 nights to Tenby as a group of 4, and I instantly get gay panic when I see her. Okay, so there's 4 of you there. There's you and this girl, your best friend, and her best friend, and you have a big fat lesbian crush. Obsessed. We were flirting the whole trip, getting to know each other, and I fell hard for this girl. On the final night, we kissed and we promised to keep getting to know each other. We live about 2 hours away from each other, so we started to begin this long distance situationship for about 2 weeks before we met up and I made her my girlfriend. Okay, so we had 2 weeks of long distancing, then you met up in person and you finally it's been 2 weeks, but you asked her to be your girlfriend officially. I do this elaborate thing in the hotel room with balloons. This is the 8th of August, okay? Keep that in mind for later. 8th of August, lock it in. We have a night away together and we have sex that night. I am so happy. The next morning, I notice she's on her phone a lot, but I just brush it off as she's not a morning person. I mean, fair. Lucy wanted to put the telly on this morning and it rattled my brain. Too much noise in the morning. Like, I can deal with TikTok. That's the extent of what my brain can cope with in the morning. TV, anything like that is too overwhelming. We get ready and we go back to our homes, back to long distance. We keep on this tradition of every weekend spending the night together. We say I love you 10 days after we made it official. Obsessed. She met my parents and my brother. Everything was going amazingly until the start of October, where she stops FaceTiming me to go to sleep. I again just brushed this off as she's just started a new job, so I assumed that she was just starting to go to sleep earlier. Fair enough. Her communication became very minimal by the end of October. Okay, so when did we get together? August, September, October. So we're like 2 months in and there's been a big shift. Where are we up to? Her communication was minimal by the end of October, where it was then only ever me messaging first. Only me sending photos. It was weird because for the first 3 months before that, she had been non-stop. Also, the staying over stopped at the start of October. Okay, so it's been like 2-3 months and everything's just gone like from 100 to 0 real fast. So finally, I want to talk to her about it, so I ring her. I ask if everything's okay, and she's just like, yeah, sorry, this new job is just a lot right now. So I leave it and we carry on until the end of November, where I finally have had enough and I break up with her because I was the only person making the effort. I'm glad, like, I don't care if someone started a new job, like, I get it's stressful, but like, just communicate that with me. Don't just fucking stop texting me completely. It's weird. If I didn't message her throughout the day, then we wouldn't speak. So it was like a complete one-sided relationship at that point. She was not putting any effort in, so fair enough for calling it off. So I broke up with her on November the 13th, and it was like August 8th, wasn't it? So August, September, October, and November. 3 months later. I am heartbroken because I was head over heels in love with this girl. I begin to get over it, and a month goes by, and my best friend messages me, "Have you seen her story?" I feel like that's never a good message to receive. So I look back on Instagram and it's her kissing this guy. Okay. Bearing in mind, she always told me that she was a lesbian and never that she was bi. And she never posted me on her Instagram or reposted my stories of us. It's giving red flag. It is that even if you were still together and you were just writing in to say, she won't post me on her socials and she won't repost me, it's giving red flag. And again, like, I get people don't want to be on social media, but like, unless you're in the fucking like MI5, you can repost a story every now and again. You don't even have to be in it. Like, I don't give a fuck who you're worried about seeing it. Block them from your story. Share me on there. Make a close friend story just for me on there. Just make me feel like you want to post me and you want to show me off. I am heartbroken, and at this point I'm just thinking that she's moved on. However, I look and see that this is a story in a highlight. So I look at this highlight and see she posted on the 9th of September, happy 1 month. What? We got together on August 8th, and a month and 1 day later, you're posting saying, happy 1 month. So since the moment you got with me, you've been with this man too. Are you fucking joking me? What the hell? Like, that obviously explains why the communication was getting less and less and less and less, and why she wasn't fucking sharing you on her Instagram, because she had a boyfriend at home. This is fucking wild. I just burst into tears at this point as I realised that she had a boyfriend at the same time as dating me, and their anniversary was the day after mine and hers. So yeah, she was my first girlfriend and was actually cheating on me the whole time with a man. That's my story. Love the podcast. Holy fucking shit. That was a story and a half. What the hell? So the day after you asked this girl to be your girlfriend, after 2 weeks of you went on this holiday, then you had 2 weeks of long distance in a situationship, getting to know each other, you then ask her to be your girlfriend. She's like, oh my God, yeah, I can't wait, babe. The next day, hi babe, do you want to be my girlfriend? She's like, yeah. So she's just playing you both at the same time. Obviously, I'd be playing out, seeing who she feels more, right? Like, just completely playing you both. I'd love to, well, I guess this boy probably didn't know, did he? Because she was posting him on her Instagram. But how did you not see this highlight? She must have had you blocked from it or something. But yeah, it was giving red flag, the fact that she wouldn't repost you anyway. She wasn't giving you any communication. So even if this boy had nothing to do with it, you were better off without her anyway. But clearly, I don't know, maybe she was telling you she was a lesbian. She was just experimenting to see how it was like being a lesbian, but always knew she was going to end back up with this boy. I'd love to know how long she knew this boy for. Where did they meet? What, just genuinely, I'm gobsmacked. That's actually fucking insane. But 100%, you are better off without this person. So good riddance, out of your life, move the fuck on. We don't need that shit in our lives. So you go and find yourself somebody better. Maybe you don't date your best friend next time. Just find someone that you don't know. I guess this boy wasn't involved in the friendship circle anyway, but just find someone fresh and new and have a great life with them and make this girl regret everything she did. And hopefully this man has the smallest little willy in the world and he's shit in bed, and hopefully he goes and cheats on her and she has a miserable life because she fucked up yours, right? Not like we should be wishing bad on people, but still, she shouldn't have been mean to you in the first place. She shouldn't have done that to you, cheated on you. And it's the anniversary the day after for me. At least it wasn't the same day. Imagine you ask her to be your girlfriend. Oh yeah, sure, I'd love to. Oh, I've just got to go somewhere now. And then she's going to get with this boy. Absolutely the fuck not. We don't need that in our lives. We are better than that. So you just keep doing you and move on and find somebody better. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up this week's episode here. Thank you all so much for listening. Make sure you give us a 5-star review. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at thelesbianlounge.podcast. Make sure you send us your dilemmas, questions, stories, confessions. Make sure you fill out our question of the weeks on SurveyMonkey, and make sure you're keeping your eyes and ears peeled for our next 2 weeks of episodes, as I have some super exciting guests coming on that I'm going to be interviewing and sitting down with. So I will speak to you all next Thursday for a brand new episode. Love you all so much. Bye.